Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Andreea and in today's video I'm going to recreate a look that I was wearing at the Laura Mercier event here in Paris. So this past week was surreal for me. I was invited at this beautiful event that Laura Mercier had in Paris with all these amazing influencers, basically like the biggest and the most famous beauty influencers in the world. My girl crush was there, Desi Perkins. It was a party where the theme was black and gold, but I did not know because I got the invitation sort of a last minute and no one told me that it was a theme. So I came dressed in white, like the waitresses. But it was fine, it was fine. At the end, I was like, it is what it is. People will understand. I was wearing this makeup look and a lot of you guys were asking me what it was and if I could recreate it on my YouTube channel. So here it is. I gotta admit that it looks so much better in real than in photos and video. It's very hard to recreate daylight. We had a dinner around 7:30 p.m. It was that amazing golden light and this golden makeup look. It really was amazing for real. Before we get into it, please like this video and make sure you subscribe. Click on the ring bell button so you'll be notified whenever I'm posting new videos. Now let's get into it. Dr. Sebagh Vitamin C Brightening Primer. This is a good everyday primer. Alright, now I needed a foundation that would have medium coverage because I still wanted to have that look where you see the skin. Something that would look good in pictures and that is long lasting. And so I chose the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is in the color Fiji. And I would say it's my true color. I would say 2 pumps is more than enough with this foundation. I always start from the center of my face and then spreading the foundation towards the outer part. Now I'm going to take the color Barcelona and I'm going to apply on what I have left on my hand. I've only used like I would say 1 pump. So I mix now 1 pump of the Barcelona with what's left from Fiji. By the way, this is a Pat McGrath brush. And the reason why I do that is because I want to have a darker foundation on my forehead. And even though I'm going to come with a bronzing powder, everything, it just makes a difference in pictures, I've noticed. Same like right here. It's almost as if I'm bronzing with the foundation. Now we're going to move on with concealer, and this is a heavy duty concealer, the Tarte Shape Tape, and I've heard a lot of people saying, oh my god, that's such a heavy concealer. It's not if you use a tiny little bit, and what I've noticed out of all the concealers on the market, this really does not crease as much as the others. Another good one that does not crease but it doesn't have this coverage is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion, but this one has so much more coverage than the Laura Mercier. And the way you want to use it is in the smallest quantity like possible. I also feel like whenever I apply it like this with my finger, it becomes one with the skin. I don't go too close to the lashes, you saw. What I've got on my fingers, I spread it on the eyelids. Not too much, especially if your eyelids are dry. Next step, I'm going to contour. I'm not going to bronze. I'm going to contour first. And I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. And this is in the color Fair Medium. Now, it has this weird applicator that I don't like, and people tend to like apply directly on the skin. I don't like that. I've applied it on my hand, and then with the brush, this is a Hakuhodo J511 brush, and this is the kind of product that has that grayish situation, you see? Not too gray though. If you feel like it's too much, always have your foundation brush close by. You could just go over it. That make a big difference actually when you're taking pictures. Now there is no surprise about the powder that I'm going to use, Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. And it wasn't just because I was going to her event. You guys know I love this powder, right? Hakuhodo Kokutan Brush. This is a blush brush in S, if I'm not mistaken, but I will link it in my description box. You gotta make sure that concealer didn't crease, and then only after you made sure there's no concealer in those wrinkles, you can start setting it with some powder. Now I know I'm going to use some bronzer, so I'm going to apply a little bit, just what's left on my brush, a little bit of that powder in here. Just so that the bronzing powder, it will go like very smooth. Now I did my eyebrows off the camera, and I gotta tell you that I think I have found the perfect combination of all times in order for my eyebrows to look good in real life, to look natural, but to also look amazing in pictures. I usually had to like pull the contrast in pictures and make my eyebrows look a little bit darker because I would never get to have the color that it was for real. You know, in pictures usually colors fade a little bit. I've recently started to use the Fenty Beauty eyebrow pencil, and a color that I recommend, and I think that it's going to work with so many skin tones, is ash brown. Such a good color, not too warm, not too gray, and it looks amazing. Really, really great in pictures. Now, after I apply that, I go over with my Glossier Brow Flake in brown, and I just do those hair-like strokes on top of it, but only like at the end where I kind of need a little bit more filling in there, and they look like this. I promise you, they look so beautiful in pictures. It took me such a long time to find a bronzer that I really, really like. And I found one, but I hope now it's available online. It's from Makiage, and the color is Waka Waka. It has this, you see, it's that beautiful golden bronzy color. I just love it. I'll use it with this Hakuhodo B110 brush. Sometimes after you apply bronzer, depending on the look you're doing, you don't even need to apply blush. Next, we're going to bring some glow to the skin, and I was using this Beauty Light Wand from Tilbury. This is in the color Spotlight, and it has such a beautiful color, like a champagne, but not too gold. It's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I like to apply it on my hand like this and then come with the brush. This is a Laura Mercier Chic brush, and it's great because it's a synthetic brush. I barely touch the skin on the highest points of the face. Because this is cream, gonna look so beautiful in the pictures, and it's going to be very, very natural in real life, not like a metallic highlighter. And I do like to apply light with very, very light moves onto the forehead. Now we're gonna do the eye makeup, and I was using this Charlotte Tilbury Golden Goddess palette. This is more of an event palette that it's great to have. It's so amazing for a lot of skin tones, so I totally recommend this. First color that I'm going to take is it's going to be this one right here. Has a more cooler tone, and I will apply it in the crease and a little bit at the outer corner. This is a MAC 217 brush. This is going to give depth. Then the second color that I'm going to take is going to be this one right here. This bronzy one right here. It's so pretty. I'll take it with a Hakuhodo J146 brush and apply it in the same area. just on top of it and also a little bit above, like so. Same eyeshadow on the lower eyelid. Then I take a clean blending brush and make sure that everything is so beautifully blended, especially on that brow bone. Now I'm going to switch the brush. I'll take a pencil brush. This is a MAC 219 brush. I'll take the same color, that bronzy one, right? And this time I want to make sure I bring it very, very close to the lashes. And I go all the way in the inner corner. And then from here, I go up and I sort of hug the eye with this eyeshadow. Now I'm going to take this Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. This is a creamy eyeshadow, and it's not one of those cream eyeshadows that they're going to dry in the pot. I've had this for such a long time, and it's still very nice and creamy. This is more on the cool side, kind of a color. It's in Marie Antoinette. Take it with a flat brush, and now I'll apply it like all over this blank space right here. And of course I could have done this before applying the eyeshadow, but the reason why I wanted to do it now is because while this is still not set, I'm going to take this color right here that is more of a glittery eyeshadow, very, very pretty. And while this is still creamy, I'm applying it with a flat brush, and this way it's going to stick to it and it will not move. This has such a beautiful shine. The dinner was about like 7:30 p.m., so it was like the perfect light. Same eyeshadow on the lower lash line, almost like in between the lashes. Now I'm going to take the lightest color of the palette, this one right here, and I apply it in the inner corner. Everybody's inner corner is different. For me, it makes a difference if I apply a little bit lower, like here. This is a Morphe M562 brush. Same eyeshadow right here. Not too much, else it's gonna look very cheap and old style. Now we're going to curl those lashes. I'll use the Laura Mercier eyelash curler. This eyelash curler goes really, really close to those lashes. It's crazy. I'll use the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Now for the lips, I'm going to use a lip liner, and this is Stripped Down from MAC. After I apply the lip liner, I typically like to just go over with my fingers and make it less precise. Then I'm going to take this Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. This is in Penelope Pink. I would say this is everything but pink. Maybe on Penelope, it looks pink. Now this lipstick, normally it would look really weird on my lips, like I'm dead, but what helps is actually the lip liner. Now on top of the lipstick, I'm going to apply this Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This is such a good one. Such a good gloss. And I literally do like this one dot just to have a little bit more shine, but not too much. Becca C Pop. And for that I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is a Isum G34 brush. You can take a blending brush and you're gonna apply your highlighter wherever you want it to shine the most. Like, I want it to be a little bit more shiny and like to pop a little bit more, like right here. Also like above my eyebrow, like right here. Alright guys, this is the final look. This is what I was wearing at the Laura Mercier event in Paris. I had an amazing time and I felt very pretty wearing this makeup. I want to thank Laura Mercier for having me there. Thank you guys for watching this look. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on that ring bell button. Follow me on Instagram so you keep up with everything that's going on. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!